everybody. How are you? I just wanted to play something nice before I got started on this project. But, hello! I have a microphone now, so hopefully I sound a bit clearer. If not, then I'm sure that I'll get used to it somehow. But I have to find something in order to set the mood. How is everybody today? I've been inactive, unfortunately, due to the fact that, work. I started a new work from home job. And it's customer service, and so far, compared to the last time I worked customer service, I'm doing a lot better, actually. I really enjoy it now. I think that's the thing about helping older people, though. They're really nice, and they don't really want much but honest help. But yeah, aside from that, I've just been getting used to my current job, easing into the motions of things, going back to appointments, um, getting used to new medication. And when I'm not doing that, I'm still doing little things to work on this side project that I'm doing in order to request funding. And today, we are going to be working on stuffing the body. Now, give me just one moment. But the last time I went live, you guys saw me stuff the head, the arms, and the legs. Well, during this week while I was at work, my computer or one of my programs went down, so it freed up some time for me to go ahead and add some cute little stone emblems. This is a heart-shaped stone at the back of her head. I also did re-gloss the veins and whatnot, but I think I've already shown you guys that. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw this on my business Twitter, but I got the sound module. And honestly, it was worth every penny. This is the sound module. And I'm not going to put it inside like I thought I would, because if I did, I wouldn't be able to switch it off in order to save battery life. But you turn it on here. This light shows that it's on. And you press here. And it plays the song. I'm pretty sure you press again to pause. You press twice to skip. Press 3 times to reset. And what does pressing 4 times do? Whatever. But yeah. So there's a variety of songs on here. And I did try to put them in order, but I don't think it worked out. Either way, though, I do like the sound module. It's really cute. Oh, I love this song. Okay, 3 times takes it in reverse. And you press 4 times to reset it to the beginning completely. But I like it. I think instead of putting it inside the doll like I originally wanted to, I will probably stick the module in a bag like this, create a pouch for it, and then use those Velcro stickers, sew them on the body of the doll, and then sew another one on the pouch, so then it'll be removable, and he could stick, and the person who receives it can just stick it in there or remove it whenever they feel like it. It's a bit much, honestly. I would probably, the question is, do I put it at the front where it's easier to hear and see, but a bit bulkier if the baby isn't wearing anything else, or do I put it on the back? I think the back might be better. I Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the back, but there might be an option for the front. I don't know. It all depends. But anyways, look at this. I did end up adding some gemstones to the body because she's a fire baby. Isn't that cute? Hopefully they don't like accidentally fall off, but it seems like the glue is holding on really well. I honestly kind of like it. Isn't that cool, huh? Really cannot wait to put this all together to be one whole doll. And of course, who would I be if I didn't show you the legs? Here are the legs. Isn't that cool? Leg number 2. Isn't that cool? But yeah, let's go ahead and start by getting the body and the stuff we're gonna stuff the body with. COA is right here. But yeah, so here's the thing. I like Macpherson's bodies a lot more than Bountiful Baby bodies. And the reason mostly comes down to the zip ties. It's a lot easier to replace the zip tie on a Macpherson's body than it ever will be on a Bountiful Baby body. Bountiful Baby bodies use these ultra thin zip ties that are really hard to find on Amazon. Meanwhile, Macpherson bodies, not so much. So, as per usual, I'm going to go over the body of this baby. It has a gathered bum so that when you stuff it, it feels really nice. It's soft. And it feels like a baby's bottom, actually, a real baby's bottom. And here is the gathered chest in order to give that chest the puffiness that it normally has. I'm gonna be real. I don't know if I want to take these zip ties out first and then just add different ones. I'm pretty sure I have ones that will actually fit because it's gonna make stuffing this body a lot easier. Let me check and see. Okay. Yeah, these will definitely fit. Knowing that I can replace the zip ties easier on Macpherson bodies compared to Bountiful Baby bodies is what makes me like them better. Granted, I did in fact get actual super thin zip ties that I can use with Bountiful Baby bodies, but I really do resent that I had to do that, and they overcharge for them for sure on the Bountiful Baby website. I got mine from Trueborns. See, these are the extra thin zip ties that Bountiful Baby uses. That they charge $12 for like who knows how many. I got like 30 of them for like what, $6 maybe at most from TrueBorns.com. Trust me, if I had the funds, I would definitely buy all my kits from Macpherson's. But, you know, I don't. So, Bountiful Baby for kits and bodies whenever they have them, it is. So, let's cut out all these ones that we're not going to use because it's going to make dealing the body a lot harder. And we will only add the zip ties when we're ready to or when we need to. I also do like using stronger, a little thicker zip ties. It just feels a little more secure and sturdy to me more than anything else. See, I like that. It gives you a lot of berth to work with too. Um, there's this weird nails that I found somewhere. I don't even remember where, but hopefully it's long and stay sturdy enough for me to use to stuff the bottom. In the meantime, I will need my pantyhose. Alright, now these were a total steal. These are extra heavy poly pellets. I got 11 pounds for $18.99 through Amazon, which is a lot cheaper compared to the $25 I typically pay for my glass beads. I think I'll stick to using these poly pellets for the bodies, and then I will try my best to use the glass beads and whatnot for the arms and legs. Hi, girl. This is not a treat for you to eat. Not only will that save you money in the long run, but I think it'll help with adding more physical weight to the body more than anything else. So, and let's go ahead and start scooping. The cool thing is, I really like the roundness of these pellets too. Oh. Not as easy to pour as with glass beads, but I don't know. You know what? I know what I'm missing. I'm missing the cup I normally use for this. The glass measuring cup. I should have known. Give me just one moment, please. I'll be right back. I have returned. The baby has arrived. Uh-oh. Hello. I have arrived with the cup that I do need. Huh? See if we can go for at least a pound of weight, or at least 8 ounces. That's 3 ounces. I'll try and go for 4. There we go. Honestly, despite the fact that this is only like 4 ounces, it feels heavy. So we're gonna be really careful when pouring this. Wow, this hose is pretty strong, all things considered. Okay. Whoa. That's pretty damn good. We're gonna go ahead and double this up. I don't know where I found that hose, but I gotta find more good hose like it. Meantime, I'm just gonna go ahead, double it up, and then cover it on the other end. Gonna go ahead, tuck it in the other end with these two. Now we're gonna stretch it out lengthwise. I'm gonna roll it pretty damn thin. Now the reason why you want it to be pretty long lengthwise is, aside from sticking it into the body itself, which yeah, we should be able to squeeze it in there, and you also want it to be kind of bum shaped. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is take this rubber band, making sure it's even on both ends. Uh-oh. And then tie it up. Okay, tied that up. Oh, here's my scissors. There we go. Whoop. And that's our little baby bum. Now, normally, in order to make sure you don't feel the beads that much, there is a little bit of plush added to the bottom. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, let's go ahead and start adding our plush to the bum. Yeah, I don't want anything to break. Okay, let's put it over here. And aside from that, this is also going to give it some cushion for the weight to sit on. You do want your baby to have a bit of cushion near the bottom. Soft to hold, soft to gentle to the touch. Stuff like that. Now here comes the true test. Can we get this to slip in? God willing, the answer should be yes. This is another good reason why you remove your zip ties before you begin putting your babies together, honestly. Okay, cool. Now we just needed to get lay down. Sweet, it did. I mean, okay, I like the way this is turning out. So the bun is sitting quite squarely in the middle. It's enough to give the bottom weight. It's soft at the front. We're gonna add a little extra padding to the back. I like where this is going. Mind you, we still need to weight the chest area, so okay. That's pretty good, actually. And we're gonna go ahead, push this. Is that resting where the bum is supposed to be? It's this one that's a little overstuffed on this side. Let's pull it out a bit. Okay, I think I like that a bit better. Now we're gonna add a bit more cushion to the front because babies. And then we go back and re-add it to the back. Oh, sweet little baby bum. It's so cute. And then add a little more stuffing to the front. Alright, something I like to do in order to give the chest area a bit of support. Let's see if I have them in here. Yes, I do. I will add a bra pad insert, and that helps to not only add weight to the front of the baby's chest area, but it does provide it with some structure. Let's see if that's something that's even necessary for something like this. I like it. It helps me. Okay. Let's see if we can push it down just a little bit. I like that. Now we're going to go ahead and add our plush just a little bit on top of the weight. We're not going to overstuff because, again, we need to add extra weight still. But that does help to add some integrity. My babies aren't weighted very heavily, I realize. I don't know. I don't know why. Uh-oh. It's the side over here. There we go. Just making sure that when they get held, none of the beads and stuff are being felt to a ridiculous amount. Stuffing is an art, I think. It's just something that when you realize you know what you're doing, you know what you're doing, and if you need to move stuff around, you do exactly that. Now, next up involves my favorite part, which is scenting the baby. Babies are normally scented in order to smell really nice. And typically, when babies are scented, people use Wonder Wafers. They're normally used for your car, and what you do is that you stick them under your seat, and it smells really, really nice. And this is the one that's typically used. That one is called baby powder, but for these, since they're going to be special sponsorship request dolls, I'm going to do a different scent. I'm going to use something different. I am going to use creamy vanilla. That's what I want to use. And I don't know. Vanilla is such a sweet scent. I know it's not traditionally associated with babies, but like, you can't go wrong with vanilla. You smell something that smells like vanilla, and it basically smells like home. Oh, that is extremely strong. That's another thing. You can feel them through the body. So I'm going to put this right under that bra padding that I put. Hello? Oh, okay. Give me just a moment. I'll be back. 'I am sorry for the interruption. Today we celebrated my younger brother's birthday. And he turned 22. So that's very exciting. Wow. Creamy vanilla. Okay. So with that bra padding, please, we definitely have a clear place to add extra padding. And then go ahead and wait our second batch of weight for this baby. .2 ounces. Yeah, 4 ounces. Okay, so this is the chest weight. At least it's going to be the chest weight. And to get this done right, before. Okay. Just to be safe, we will double back this. This is the second batch of weight. And there we go. Now we do a second tie around. Then cut. Now we're gonna go ahead and see if it'll fit in here. Hopefully I didn't overdo it. This is always the nerve-wracking part, maneuvering the ball of weight in there. I'm just hoping you didn't overstuff. Okay. I don't know why I panicked. This is great. But I am gonna need to add a lot of polyfill in order to obscure all the beads. I mean, that is the one thing about using polymer beads, though. Like the fact that they're a lot more clunky and whatnot, so you can definitely feel them. Which is one of the reasons why I really enjoy using the breast padding. Even so, you still gotta pad down and smooth over the sides. Front of the chest a bit. Excuse me, Wonder Wafer. Add a little bit of cushioning to the top. Here it is. There we go. really don't want to overstuff this, but at the same time, I do like a firm body. This feels nice and firm. I like that. And like the thing is, after some use and some wear, the stuffing the stuffing is gonna soften up and the beads will eventually get looser. So packing it firm is more or less a precaution more than anything else. Just gonna stick this on top just in case we need it. Really like that. Okay. So here comes the exciting part. The body is stuffed. We just assembled the baby now. Okay, we're gonna start with the legs first. I don't know where I put those zip ties. Oh, they're right here. Let's zip this up. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get those zip ties out. Here's one of them. Put this down. Put this down. So it's this way. I messed that one up, but at least I know which way I need to go in order to close this now. Fucking hell. Oopsie. This is especially the tricky part. Please, please, please do not pop off. Okay, that's 1 out of 4. Hopefully that sticks there. Ouch. Okay, that's on there pretty firm. I think I might have to redo this one because I don't know what happened here. If I can cut it even. Really, yeah, that didn't go in right at all. That easily could have fallen out. That's not what we want. Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay, we fixed it. There we go. The legs are added on. That's kind of crazy. Okay, let's see. Wow, I really like the way that sits. I'm definitely going to have to trim this down a bit better later, but for now, we're just cutting it to get it out of the way. Now it's time for us to do the arms. Whew. This is taking way more energy out of me than I expected, to be honest. I guess I'm feeling a little sentimental now that all of this is coming to an end. Like, yeah, it took me so long in order to make this baby. Months and months of planning, even. And now that we're crossing the finish line here, it's like, holy shit. I have quite literally grown as a person between now and way back when I got the original idea to do this. And I wasn't expecting it to take forever. I wasn't. But I'm glad that I took the amount of time it did to make this. And I'm glad that ultimately I didn't compromise and I didn't rush my time. And that ultimately I get what I want. And I got what I wanted out of this. I am extremely proud of myself. And regardless of whether or not I get a sponsorship or I get any level of help that I'm aiming for here, I just want to acknowledge myself and the fact that, hey, I was able to do this. I was able to pull this off. And that if I ever want to do it ever again, I can. And I will. And I'll keep doing it because ultimately it makes me happy. Doing stuff you love because it makes you happy. Kind of an underrated trait. Ugh, Jesus. Okay. Okay. Alright. Legs and arms are put together. Legs and arms are put together. Look at how cute this baby is coming along. Now it's just to do the freaking head. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see if this is the right way to go about it. No, it's not. Just has to face down. There we go. The head is always the tricky one. Alright, guys. Wish me luck. Whoa, we did it. Holy shit, I'll be damned. We put her together. Yay! Wow. Uh-oh. I think I have to add some extra cushioning to her head. I do like the fact that it kind of leans to the side though. But even then, we need extra cushioning here. So give me a second. Sorry guys, but we're redoing the head. It wasn't quite stuffed properly. Take two. Okay, we did it. She has a little more support in her neck. So there we go. That's Sarah. Wow, she's put together. I'm gonna have to wash her clothes and whatnot, but there she is. I might take a few pictures of her before I dress her up. And then I'll take a few pictures after. But hooray, she's finished. What do you guys think? Oh. I am going to have to trim down the zip ties a bit. I don't want them to cut anyone. Or I'll just figure out a way to blunt them somehow. Maybe I'll file them down. But look at how cute she looks. Isn't that adorable? Thank you so much. I do have a few extra accessories to add. And now I gotta ask myself, how is the sound module gonna work? I think we're gonna have to sew it somewhere at the front, or they could put it in her hat. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Don't you worry. I love you guys. Just a few extra cute accessories. Go. I'll probably regloss her nails a bit later, but look, I added these to her hands. They're very cute, aren't they? I like them anyways. But wow, isn't she pretty? I like her. I'm gonna have to fix her hair up and then figure out where to keep her that's safe, where she won't get too much rub damage or anything of the sort, because I can't fit her in here. But in any case, thank you so much for coming to the stream. I'll post some pictures in a little while and clean up, and hopefully I'll be back next stream when I start painting my second sponsorship request doll. A little bit of a spoiler, but this one's name is Sarah, and the other one's name is going to be Titanikus, or TT for short. So, thank you for joining, thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day, okay? Okay, thank you. Let's see if we can raid somebody. I know Rui is doing art for Black History Month. Let's raid them. Everybody be nice and say something kind, okay? Thank you so much. Goodbye. Stream over.